Good morning, everybody. I feel like we have had a lack of pre-shift lately due to many circumstances, busy, people late, all these different things. So I wanted to reach out on hot schedules. Hopefully you've opened my message. And a couple of things that have been on my mind, and I wanted to share them all with you. I've written down my things because I always lose track of time sometimes. So first, of course, guys, I want y'all to know how much I absolutely love working with each and every one of you and appreciate all of the hard work from Cinco de Mayo to every day that we put into this restaurant to make it great, and the huge improvements and how incredibly proud I am to talk about y'all and how much I brag on y'all all the time. That being said, I've always prided myself on being extremely honest with you guys, and I want to continue doing that. And so yesterday I was very overwhelmed. I still feel a bit overwhelmed today, but I feel a bit better. And I went to a GM meeting, and we were sitting there and they were talking about a sense of urgency and do we make our guests feel important and how do we do hospitality. And I was asked to speak on a few things, and I was embarrassed a bit because we're talking about restaurant cleanliness, sense of urgency, and I don't feel like we're at that level yet. And so for me to talk about it and for me to coach and say these are my things, I didn't feel comfortable doing that, and I was pretty upset by it. And so I want to talk to y'all about that. I want to talk about that I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to have higher standards in this building. I want to feel comfortable leaving. You know, a lot of y'all lately, from my managers to every team member in this building, I've heard that I look tired lately. I've heard that maybe I do look a little overwhelmed lately. And guys, I don't mind my job. I really don't. You know, I worked 7 days this week. I think I'm working them again this week, and I don't say that to brag or to woe is me, but I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to feel that I have to. And when I say that is, I want each and one of you to have the standards that I have, whether I'm here, whether I'm not, whether I'm just around the corner or if I'm at my house. I want y'all to have the standards that we should. If you're going to choose to work for our company, I need you to represent our core values daily. I need you to buy into our core values. I want you to work as if you are waiting on Joel and Russell every day. I want you to work as if Russell or Joel was in this building. And I say that because the day that Russell came into this building, people acted differently. People swept faster, people worked faster, people worked harder. And that upsets me, guys. I think about that a lot. In the middle of the shift, I'm like, well, shoot. If Russell walked in here, one, I wouldn't be too proud of it right now, or Joel. But two, I bet people would work a little bit differently. But I hope, and I think some of y'all have that respect for me, and I'm asking for that. I want you to evaluate your commitment and your passion to this job. We're struggling in many ways, as I've talked about, sense of urgency, cleanliness, that I don't feel comfortable bragging on right now. But also, I've been thinking about when I hire people lately, I say 4 things. I say, I'm glad to bring you into the team, but before I extend this job offer, I want to tell you 4 things that mean a lot to me. First and biggest thing is positive mental attitude, because I can teach people how to greet a table, I can teach people how to work on the line. What I can't teach is for the shift to be happening, as it does in every restaurant around the world sometimes, and for someone to stay positive with that. And what I mean by that is, if you have a 20-minute ticket, which I hope we don't have, but sometimes something happens, right? If that happens, if you get double sat, there's nothing you can do after that. We cannot reverse time. But what we can do is not roll our eyes, not make a rude comment, not have a tone with each other of, did your shift lead ask you to do a side work? Then do it. You know, if we have a 25-minute ticket, get me, let me help you, let Brittany help you, Mandy, Brandon, Froy, everybody is here to help you. But I ask when I hire people, are you going to be that person that's going to bring up the shift in that moment or bring down? And I don't want people that are going to bring it down. I talk about timeliness, that a minute late is a minute late, and that it's a respect thing, that if you're a minute late, that's just showing that your time is more important than someone else's. I talk about uniforms, from having a bank to servers, to having a non-wrinkled shirt as a busser, to having a crisp line on our shirts. I talk about that and say, that is my standard, I won't accept anything less. And finally, I talk about teamwork, and I brag about how our teamwork is. But lately, guys, don't feel comfortable doing that, because I say, okay, do you want to take the job? And they say, yes, I will commit to all that. But are we all committing to that daily? Is that what we're showing these 5 new trainees that are in our building right now? Are we showing them that? Or what I'm thinking right now is, are they coming in here and going, wow, that lady talked a lot, but is that what we're showing? And really, guys, that's what I'm asking for you. We all need each other, and we are all a team here. But I'm asking for us to help, okay? Again, I've always been honest with y'all. I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, and I need y'all's help in this. I need y'all's help not only for me, but for the restaurant and for our standards. I'm sending out a hot schedules message right now, and I'm curious to who will message me back by Friday and let me know what your commitment is to change here. Just yours, because we're all going to change something. My commitment is to coach each and every one of you more every day, and to not be afraid to do that. I want you to know that all of you do great things, and I hate right now that some of y'all's great, amazing things y'all do in the restaurant, your positive attitude, might be overshadowed by your lack of sense of urgency. Your sense of urgency might be overshadowed by your lack of positive attitude. Whether it's a petty argument, standing over there by the wall, not sweeping, not doing your side work, not looking at your side work and saying, hey, let me go check it when I'm asking to check you out at the end of the night. I don't want anything to overshadow you, so we have to become more well-rounded. I want you to think about where you want to be, not only here, but in your life. And I want you to treat this job like it's your career. Because if it's not your career currently, if you want to go buy something, else in life, no matter what your journey is, it's your career now. And this is what you've chosen to do. And I want you to treat it like you are the best server, the best busser, the best host, the best cook, the best manager, whatever it is. I'm asking that of y'all. So I'm very curious to see who messages me back by Friday, and see who's a member of this team and who's really gonna turn it out for us, guys. I appreciate everybody that's listened to this, and I cannot wait to work with y'all more.